Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Cardano. And if you remember, in the previous video, we were right around this high. And the idea was that maybe we are going to have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure down. But at that point, we shouldn't really necessarily be like completely bearish. No, we should be a bit patient and see what is going to happen next. So what happened? Well, first things first, we didn't get a 5 wave down starting from this point. It actually happened after we had one more move on the upside and touch the higher band of this important resistance area one more time. You see, let's just delete this one. Okay, so I'm thinking this is a very strong and clear impulse into a wave 1 corrective movement for wave 2, probably to about this point in form of an A, B, C flat structure, and then big move down into wave 3 correction for 4, and this might be our final move on the downside into wave 5. Now, from this point moving forward, the story is a bit different than the previous updates, because in the previous video, I said in ADA, sure, we may see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm hoping that we are not going to take this low, especially this one down here. However, as you can see, this was a very strong move and we have definitely taken all the loss. Now I'm going to say this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is actually not happening, and instead we can still be optimistic in ADA, but we're just going to say a corrective movement started from this point, and it's going to be in form of an A correction for wave B and another move on the downside into our C leg, and it's going to be an ABC expanded flat, which into its C wave we are allowed to have, you know what, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if this is happening, okay, we can say this whole move is into a wave 2, and what's going to happen next? We are going to have a very strong move on the upside. But right now, I'm telling you, we shouldn't really be jumping into that kind of conclusion. Here's a question. What happens after a 5 wave down? If you are a regular viewer of the main channel, you know the answer. We are going to have a move up. However, that move up by itself is not really that much of a big surprise. I think we can all agree that nothing goes straight up or down, correct? So based on that, and also because we completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can argue we're going to have some sort of a recovery phase in ADA soon. But you need to pay attention to the shape of the move. If we have a very slow and choppy move, meaning in here, you just constantly see between the pullbacks overlapping of the waves like this, at that point, you need to be very careful, because that might be a bit of a bearish signal indicating that we may see soon in ADA one more move on the downside, which, and who knows, we may even take the lowest slope down here about, let's say, 64.5 cents. On the other hand, if in our recovery phase, we're going to have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong move in order to get out of this region, and especially get a break of this important resistance area, which I do think at the moment is kind of weak because we have touched it way too many times. Okay, that's going to be a great sign suggesting, you know what, maybe the bullish scenario is actually happening in Cardano. And then from there, we will take everything step by step and see what is going to be next. So for now, I think we are going to have some sort of a move up soon, either from the current point or maybe a bit lower, not that important. And you need to pay full attention to the shape of that move. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Cardano. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.